No, we do every Tuesday.
Every
Samantha just asked me how often we do this. I said every Tuesday. Hi, guys.
Hi.
We're starting. It's funny. Samantha just ran in. This is Samantha Edis. This is Facebook Live on One Potato. And Samantha just ran in. It was like 5:03. I just ran in for my son's basketball game. And I laughed because this is why One Potato is so great, because I probably couldn't get dinner ready to save my life. And this is like what I love doing most. But I feel like
we're just in time moms. We love it.
It's
It's like the working mom juggle. We're doing it. We're living it.
We're living it. Yeah. And hopefully you guys are too. We're doing a giveaway today. So Samantha is my guest today on One Potato. She's gotten One Potato. When she just said, she's like, what did you say? I'm a One Potato.
I'm like a One Potato non-paid spokesperson.
We like that.
Literally, it's changed my life. I mean, seriously, I promise you to tell me to say this, but it really has, because I used to stress every day at like 3 o'clock. Oh my gosh, why is this always my responsibility? What are we gonna do? I'm not gonna be home in time to cook. And it was always this thing. And now that we have One Potato, it's like done for me. And the best part is the kids actually think it's us doing the home cooking.
Oh yeah. You just
like
throw away.
Like home cooking.
You throw away all the wrappers,
like
and you're like, look what I made.
And the kids get involved.
We're doing a giveaway of Samantha's books today. Samantha has written 5 books.
Yes.
That is amazing. You've written 5 books. So no dummy, Harvard educated. I mean, amazing. We're giving away the Pie Life and the Pie Life Planner. So, really Samantha talks all about work-life balance. We'll get into more of that when we start cooking. But like, she's such an inspiration to me, because I always feel like I'm looking for work-life balance. We're giving you 2 winners. So what should the question be in the comments? I hadn't even thought
Well, I always say that for work life, my philosophy is you have 7 slices of your life, right? And they're your relationship, or your quest to find one, your family, a lot of moms here, so your kids, right? And your career, your health, your hobbies, your friends, and your community. So I would love to know what slice of your life needs the most attention.
Okay, so to win, you have 2 chances. Samantha is giving away 4 books total, but 2 winners. So we want to know in the comments, like, what are you trying to change in your life? What is the slice of the pie that needs the most love, nurturing work, and how do you really achieve it?
Have you been ignoring your career? Have you been ignoring your health or your friends? We want to know.
And feel free, if you've been ignoring everything, feel free to make several comments to see. And you can ask us any questions you want about One Potato, or you can ask Samantha just sort of those advice questions about work-life balance. Today we're going to make my daughter Chloe's favorite meal, which is beef and potato cheese pierogis with farmer's market salad. What's so great about this is that my son Kenya is a vegetarian. The rest of us eat meat. So you can't, I know that you're a pescatarian.
Yeah, we have 3 in my family. 3 of us are pescatarians and 2 eat meat, so similar to you.
Yeah, so this is a great recipe because it's very DIY. If you've never made, have you ever made or heard of pierogis?
I've heard of them, never made them. I was sharing with Catherine that I have a little bit of performance anxiety in the kitchen. Hopefully it won't come out right now.
So today is the day that that Samantha is going to learn how to make pierogis. If you guys have never done it, you can definitely try to make them at home, but we make homemade dough at One Potato, so it's organic, and all the ingredients, I just tried to tease you by showing you, and now I'm pulling back. It's all the ingredients are organic, they're homemade. That's the thing about One Potato. We have omnivore, vegetarian, gluten-free, nut-free, whatever you want to fit your life, the way that your family eats. I'm trying to get the dough out of here. But we're gonna make it, so I don't know many people that are making homemade pierogi dough. That's sort of the best part about One Potato, is that you get everything right in your box, in your bag. And so Samantha, being the one who's enjoys the vegetarian, and myself, I'm like the big meat eater. So we're gonna divide the dough, and even on the card it says, if you guys want to see it, let me show it to you. I'll put it up here. There's all kinds. We have the ingredient breakdown. You can see all of the ingredients, what it's gonna look like at the end. And then on the other side, let me throw this away. On the other side, it has all kinds of cooking tips, because the whole point is getting your family involved and just making cooking easier so that you can look like you're a champ, even if you've never cooked a day in your life. And you guys, don't forget to share this video. And if you want to enter the giveaway, tell us
the slice of your life that needs the most attention. What part of your life are you not watering and nurturing?
right? I don't know what my, by the way, we're gonna, well, we all know exercise. I'm always at every time. I started like an exercise. I was like, I'm getting back into it. And I started getting up at 5, which was never happened in my life. And then, I don't know. That's
a quick way to end that, right? Because it's like this.
It's like
it's challenge.
5 in the
Because then it's a double challenge. Like I haven't exercised in a while, so I'm going to start exercising, and I'm going to wake up an hour earlier. Like
I need to be more. I think I need to be more realistic about my goals.
Realistic goals. So maybe it's like going for a hike with a friend 3 times a week, or something manageable, something that's not requiring.
How can I move you into my house so that you can like make me feel better about?
In your ear.
Samantha will be like, "It's okay. You're tired this morning.
I'm
Give
doing
yourself
this
a break."
Okay.
So I know Samantha's like, "What are we doing?"
I need lots of direction.
Look on the card. It says like roll it out into a rope and cut it into each piece.
Okay.
I mean, that's because we're always trying to write directions that are fully understandable. But to me, and I like to flour my hands. I find it a little bit easier. Just all you're doing is pressing this little beauty into circles. So this is how you guys make a pierogi. If you've never made them, eaten them, tried them, you're just putting it into a flat, like sort of, I mean, we're not looking for perfection. If you're looking for perfection, you're definitely not going to find it in my house.
Actually, that's my motto too. No perfection in any area. It's going to be messy but delicious.
Right? I'm like, honestly, I am such an advocate of that. I think it's important to just like have fun. And again, the 1 potato meals, like that's the idea. So then we're going to put in, I mean, guys, like don't make yourself crazy here. Just put in enough that you're then going to just, look at this, like these little cutie patooties. You just want to like, they're a little pocket. It's sort of like
my example is the imperfection. Delicious but imperfect.
And we're going to divide them so that we know which is the veg, and you can just put them like on your side. Okay, we know, and you can we'll have a vegetarian side and a not. And then look guys, see how you just pinch it. You could pinch it with like it says in the directions to do a little water, but the truth is, no, but you really, I mean, the fact is you don't 100% need it. But see how I just sealed that? And then I just put it right there, and we're gonna like fill them up. And then, I mean, my son would always, he'd be like, you better make sure that meat does not touch
I'm the same way. I have your son in my heart.
We're going to draw a line between the pan here. So if you guys have any questions about 1 potato, and if you ever want to try it, you can use my code CAT30, CAT30, if you want 30% off of your first box. We'll put a code up there.
That was what got me hooked, that first box, and then we were like, there's no turning back.
Once you start, I think that is like, it's like with anything, like it's even with like what you were talking about, like making the changes in your life, that once you make that first one, whether it's exercise or I'm going to eat better or what else, like what are the biggest complaints that, like what are the things?
Well, the number one thing is weight loss, right? So people are like, I'm going to lose 40 pounds this year. And then by February, there's a reason that 80% of New Year's resolutions are out the window in 1 month, right? 1 month after New Year's. So, but if you instead said, I'm just not going to eat desserts except on weekends, that's like a manageable goal. It's not taking all the fun out of it. It's just a more manageable goal that you can probably reach. And so everything's like that. When people say, I want to meet someone this year, that's not really a goal because they're not going to fall under windshields on the way to work, right? You have
Wouldn't that be lovely though if you were looking to meet someone?
Instead, like maybe it's put up an online dating profile, or I'm going to go on 1 date a week, which is a goal that you can actually live up to. So it's all about those manageable goals, whether it's with cooking or whether it's with friendship, like, starting a book club once a month is not that big a commitment. You can see your friends once a month. You can go out one night a month. Like a happy mom is happy kids.
And what about the new book? So The Pie of Life is your most recent book.
The Pie Life, yeah.
The Pie Life.
So The Pie Life, the idea is it's basically, it was written sort of like a love letter for women who want to thrive professionally and personally. So the idea is that, a lot of us have been told for so long that you can't balance it all, we can't have it all of these no's, like really negative messages. And this is a very positive message of like, you can absolutely manage it all. There's 100 women in the book I've interviewed, from Shonda Rhimes to Gail King to Liz Lang. And they're all, living examples of having a really thriving family, thriving professional life, and a lot of fun in between. And I think we don't see those examples enough. So my goal was to show all of these women are managing their life. They're not perfect. Everything's imperfect. But, I like to give the example. I have a friend who quit her job because she wanted to not miss a moment with her second child. And then she was at her older son's soccer game and missed her younger daughter's first steps. No, but it's like, what?
You can't have it all.
You can't can't, just because you're devoting all of your life to 1 or 2 slices, they're not going to be perfect.
And then what are the ages of your children?
They're 12, 10, and 7.
So, I mean, between Samantha and I, we have 6 kids, and trust me, like, that's where it's like, you have to do what's just gonna, like, you're gonna be living your best life. Like, even for me, like, I say, like, I cook professionally, this is what I do for a living, but I promise you, like, One Potato like changed my life as soon as I had Gemma, because I realized I'd rather spend more time with my children than I would like grocery shopping and menu planning and like, you know, like doing all those things that
so
take
you're able
away.
to do that for other families.
Yeah. So I think it's just like making those small changes.
Also, like a lot of women truly don't do something like One Potato because they feel guilty. Like I should make all homemade meals.
Everything.
And the bottom line is like this is semi-homemade, right? And your family doesn't care if you made it from scratch. They don't care that you've got little packets that are like mise en place that are, you know, all set for you. They just want you. And so if it's that you're spending 20 minutes preparing One Potato in front of them, or if it's, you know, that you are showing up at some things. I remember I missed my daughter's dance performance last year and she was a little upset with me, and my other daughter goes, Ruby, mommy is at most things.
Aww, you know, don't we want our kids to always take up for us in these situations?
It's like I can't make it to everything, but I make it to most things, and they know that they have a connection with me every single day, and that's what matters to kids. I once, a long time ago, I interviewed Martha Beck, who's like Oprah's favorite life coach, at a conference, and she was telling me about how she was sick for a couple of years of her kids' lives, like in bed sick. And she said she was still an amazing mom because they would come see her, and she said in those moments that they were in her room with her, she was seeing who they were. She was looking in their eye and just seeing them.
Sometimes it's a deeper connection, having just those quiet moments.
And we forget that, like, our kids would rather have an hour devoted to them every day where we're really looking in their eyes and listening to them and focus on them. Is better than 8 hours of distracted parenting or less patience or whatever. You know, that's what they want.
You guys, this is what's so inspirational about being around Samantha. This is also her giveaway. Today there's going to be 2 winners. It's the Pie Life. This is her book and the planner that... Talk to me about the planner. Oh, for the comments below, tell us what is the slice of pie in your life that you want to change or improve. What would, you know, something that'll just really make a difference. And we are making One Potato pierogis if you're just coming on. So don't forget to leave a comment with the giveaway. So yeah, tell me about the planner.
Yeah, so I was on a book tour last year, and I had so many women coming over to me afterwards saying, like, do you have more exercises we can do? Because, like, in the Pie Life book, there's a lot of exercises, kind of like when we were growing up, those cosmopolitan quizzes that we used to like to take. Like, there's things like that, but I wanted a book that was more of them because people kept asking about it. And then, you know, paper planners have become back in vogue, ironically.
Very much.
Are so into paper planners. So what I did was I combined the, like, you know, practicality of a planner with the motivation of the messages in my book, and then each page has a quote from a different extraordinary woman, because one of the things I noticed in a lot of the work I do is that a lot of quote lists are mostly male. And it's not that women don't like to talk. I can
we can yam it up.
I can prove that wrong. But it's just that we're not quoted as often. And so I worked really hard to find amazing, amazing quotes from women to highlight those. And then every day, one of my favorite things about it is every day it asks you how your scale, on a scale of 1 to 10, how your day was. So you could say, you know, 1, I want to just crawl back under the covers, or we've all had those days. Or 5, I want to climb Mount Everest. And then you can look at your calendar and be like, you know what, every time I see Catherine, I am in the best mood. I have a 5 every time I see her, so I want to spend more time with her. So it really helps you track what's the highlights and lowlights of your life and kind of live more in that direction. So the idea is that you're planning for your dreams.
I feel like 2018, we all know that 2017 was a rough one, to say the least. I think there was just a lot of overall tension in the air, and there was a lot of different directions happening.
Yeah.
And 2018 feels very much like, I'm going to cook, I'm going to make it easier on my life. I'm going to exercise, but I don't need to do it 7 days a week.
Right.
And I'm going to spend, like, you know, I always say that instead of spending 2 hours running around with my kids, like, and it's all crazy, that I just want to spend like 15 quality minutes, like really one-on-one with, you know, especially my children. 15 minutes is like a small number, but I mean, I dare look at anyone and ask, when is like the last time you spent like 15 really
not checking your
minutes?
phone and
Yeah,
just focused
totally.
and listening.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things my kids and I do is every night before we go to bed, we play board games.
Yeah.
So, and I always feel like board games are so much because it's fun, it's challenging your brain.
Yeah.
It's just, that for me is like a great connection. You guys, by the way, we are making pierogies. I'm like yapping it up here because like I'm so psyched about having Samantha here. But I just want to show you guys, if you have the dough, I'm like butchering this because I'm probably not focusing as much as I usually do, but you just make this little pocket. You're going to tuck it in. So if you're making these, if you've got your one potato box and you're making them right now, and you don't want to overstuff them, I always want to overstuff them because I want all the filling. And sometimes, even today, like you'll have extra filling and you can put that in your salad. I mean, I just heat it up and put it in a bowl, but like we're just trying to like pinch these and make them just like little empanada pockets, pierogies. And I'm just heating up a little bit of oil here. I'm gonna pour in just a little bit of water because what we're doing is we're gonna steam them and then we're gonna saute them.
By the way, I've seen this on your show before. What is this? Because like I want whatever it is you have.
This is like my favorite. I know I get nothing, no credits, except that we give them away sometimes. If you guys want to do one of these giveaways, you got to tell me. Here's a towel for you if you want to use it.
Great.
This is a Zojiruchi pan. I just love it because it's really easy. I love having it in front of me. I love that it's easy to clean.
Okay.
Sometimes this is like the easiest cleaning pan.
But
By the way, I get nothing from this.
Like,
no, it's like, didn't your mom have an electric skillet when you?
By the way, my father was the cook in my family.
Really?
Not my mother.
Oh my God,
my
I love
mother
that.
could cook, and my dad was an exceptional cook.
Really?
Still is.
Yeah. I want to know actually if you guys are watching, like whose husband, male partner, or other partner cooks, because I always feel like my husband, I came home last week and I came home really late and there he was, he had his one potato meal and he was cooking away and I was like, oh my, I fell even deeper in love with him because I was like, you're cooking for me, because I always feel like,
that's your
I'm
job,
the only one.
yeah.
Are you guys the only one?
Although, you know what, I will say, so when I first started traveling for work a lot, I would leave these like really detailed instructions for my husband, and he would always be like, one day he's like, you make me feel like a buffoon, these color-coded directions, like I can make a lunchbox, it's not
I love that makes me
anyway,
so happy.
So then he was always doing breakfast and I was the one who was like getting the kids downstairs and doing pigtails and all that stuff. And suddenly, I was like, you know what, since you're already in the kitchen in the mornings, you should be doing lunchboxes too. So I showed him some of your videos. You are his inspiration, and literally like, they kind of look a little bit like Welicious Light.
I love it.
But he watches your videos and like kind of models his lunch
I want to know. I want to see all the dads out there making lunch boxes. That makes me so. Anything that removes the pressure from the person who is the like main cook, main caregiver. It makes you, doesn't it?
It's amazing, and I can't even call myself the main cook anymore because he's doing breakfast and lunch boxes. So it's like,
that.
and then we do one potato at home. So.
I mean, this is how I got the big heart right now. Guys, this is Samantha Edis. She wrote The Pie Life amongst her other 5 books you can find on Amazon and many other places. Today we're giving away 2, 1, 2, so 4 books total. 2 sets, thank you. So just tell us in the comments what is the pie, the slice of the pie of your life that you're trying to work on, improve. And we're making pierogies. So I want to show you, like we've got the step-by-steps. This is what we're gonna have, but now I'm supposed to, it says, heating a half a cup of water and a little bit of oil. We're gonna heat that in a pan, and when it begins to boil, we're gonna add the pierogies, cook them for 3 minutes, and then when the water starts to evaporate, we're gonna saute them a little more. Do you like how I read that? I just totally read that because I hadn't read the card even before I got here. And you guys just know that with every one potato box, you get a free roll of cookie dough. It's organic cookie dough. The flavor changes every week. My son is behind. Kenya, hi. Do you want to come over here? And he's like wearing one of my favorite outfits. Which
vegetarian ones are not touching the meat ones.
That's the vegetarian ones, and that's the meat ones. Can you just play basketball and won his game?
Yeah.
And which one is that? Kenny's like gonna take.
Oh yeah.
This is his favorite one. This is organic pineapple. Which when we first said we were making it, we had 1 or 2 people being like, pineapple. Is it the best one? Chloe likes chocolate chip cookies, but okay. So guys, here's this. So I'm gonna put these in. Do you want to help me do this? We're gonna draw. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna draw the line like right here. Okay. I'll put in the meat, and you just put them in. Okay. This is really easy. So we're just gonna You just put them in. I think yours honestly look about 10 times more
I mean,
beautiful.
the fact that mine resemble yours at all is like a huge coup for me. So.
Mine, by the way, I think one of mine's fine. But don't worry, guys. Like, even if your stuff's falling out or anything, don't make your stuff
And I always
crazy.
say, like, if you mess up, it becomes a great story. You know?
Yeah, and we're like, you know what? Again, it's gonna taste delicious. You just have fun making them. You just want to make these like little pockets. And what they do by adding the water and the oil, you're like steaming them. It's like steam saute. Okay, so yours are on the, the best part is you can sort of tell, the difference of which are which. How's that? What are you doing? Oh, Kenya wants to do a magic trick. Kenya's coming in to do a little magic trick. He's making the paper.
Oh my goodness, it's floating in the air. Look at that, you guys. How are you doing that? Do you give away your secrets or no?
As a magician, no? No giving away? Perfect. All right, so then we got these. We're going to cover them. Oh, right here for you in the corner. Okay, so we're going to put those on. You're going to cover. We're going to pull these out of the way. And then we're going to make the salad. So like I said, you guys, you can, we have a little bit extra of the potato and the meat, which you can just like eat. That's what we sometimes, it depends how thin you make your pierogis. And then we're going to make, so will you start peeling these?
Now's where the pressure begins. That's like peeling on camera.
Yeah, there's no stress here. And you guys, in the last few minutes of the Facebook Live, Pie of Life, Samantha Addis is
the Pie
Life.
I love you, but it's
for me, it's like the Pie of Life. I keep making it like a mantra.
I think you're thinking of Life of Pi, wasn't that?
No, I'm just like I'm thinking in big terms. The Pie Life, and the Pie Life because your life, like you said, is like a slice of pie. Oh, you're gonna peel that? Thanks, dear. You're gonna eat it, or you're gonna?
I'm gonna peel it.
Okay. With the salad, you guys, you can do it in 2 different ways. I'll show you as far as like. Oh, no, not that.
That was small.
Here, let me just open it for you. Here, I'll show you. I just want you to peel it. And then you can see all the remaining ingredients that we've got. So, we've got more of a savory dish here. So we put on some currants. If you've never had a currant, it's like raisins. And if you guys want to send any questions, you totally can.
Oh, wow. No, you have to.
I have to give Kenya some? All right. But I love the currants in it because it makes it a little bit more savory. And
you
then
can get currants in your one potato box, and also are they just at the supermarket? Like anyone can get currants?
Yep, you can like raisins, currants.
Okay.
Do you never buy currants?
No, but I'm going to start.
I like when they're shallow and bigger.
The big.
A little smaller.
Yeah, currants are like small raisins. They're like little teenies. And then you guys, we have homemade lemon vinaigrette, and then we have caramelized onions and sour cream, which is Kenya's favorite part. So we send you, with one potato, we send you all the extras. So like you can put some cheese in the pierogis, you can put it on the side. It's the best part about like one potato is also, we have a nut-free box, we have a gluten-free box.
And know what I love about one potato is like if I can't be home to cook it, like if my babysitter can easily just step in for me. It's super easy. It's like if I'm running my kid to tennis, she can start dinner. It's really, really easy.
Well, I mean, like you and I are both working moms.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that Samantha and I moonlight as full-time moms. It's we.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you! Thanks, Bear. So it is great because like your husband can do it, your babysitter can do it, you can do it, whoever. Your son can do it.
My daughter Ruby's super into doing it. Really? She does her one potato all the time.
Yeah, that makes me so happy.
Like, Ruby can show you what to do. Ruby's in charge. Yeah.
I love that. That's the point. So I'm gonna do sour cream, and then will you get me another bowl for Samantha to do? You okay? To do the over here. Yeah, will you two get the nuts? And you guys, we're doing the giveaway, so don't forget to leave a comment telling us what is the slice of pie in your life. You expand on it.
Yeah, that needs more attention. So there's 7 slices. So one is your health, your career, your family, your relationship or your quest to find one, your hobbies, your community, and your friends. So if you think about all those slices, what is the one slice that you're probably not giving any attention to or not enough attention to? And please tell us in the comments, and then you could win a copy of the Pie Life and the Pie Life Planner for 2018. They're both available on Amazon, but you can get them for free today by winning the contest. And we're giving away 2 of each.
Yeah, and if you really want, follow Samantha on Facebook because you'll see that she's always giving great tips, advice, and it's also a really great community for just building upon your life.
Yeah, working moms mostly, and we're always about like, you know, embracing each other and embracing a full, messy life. And I was telling Catherine that of all the women I interviewed, the ones that are most successful and feel most fulfilled are those that are involved in all of these different areas. They're really the ones who are involved in so many different things. And you were saying 2017 was such a stressful year. I do think as women, it's probably one of the most exciting years on record, because I think in the last 4 months alone, so much has changed, and I personally find it so inspirational.
So how is that? Yeah, I mean, talk to me about that. I mean, because I do feel very much, I mean, I feel, especially for girls, like our girls have been.
I'm so excited for my girls. I feel like, you know, my daughter Ella is such a huge feminist, and I just think that the world has changed in the last 4 months. It's just an unbelievable sea change. We're now like believing women's stories and sharing their stories.
And we need it to be that way. We need more. I mean, that's what I found to be like the most exciting.
So the more you come forward, the better off we all are, you know.
So
you look so good.
Yeah, oh my God, these smell like ridiculously good. I'm telling you, yours really look better than mine, I promise.
Oh, you flatter all your co-chefs.
No, I'm totally serious.
No, I think you made it look so easy.
Oh my God, they do really smell unbelievably good. Oh, hi, what's going on? We're not ready yet. But I love that you're like in here ready to go, my man.
I mean,
I think Kenny is more hungry than anything else. Are you hungry? You're ready for this?
Well,
you're
ready?
Ready?
Basketball, what's better than a pierogi? So this is dinner. So like, is your one potato meal your dinner every night?
Every night.
Here's
3 nights a week.
I love it.
So we make the pierogis, and then we have the salad, you guys, and you can serve. I'm going to put the vinaigrette into a bowl, but we have the caramelized onions, the currants, the pecans. Will you open that for me? I'm doing. Here you go. Yeah, so you guys, in the last minute, you get 30 more seconds. I'm going to give you that. For the Pie to win one of the 2 copies of Samantha's book. And tell us really, what are you trying to change in your life? What's the one goal right now? What's that slice of your life? What is the slice of your life that you're trying to change?
Eating more pie.
Eating more pie.
I love it. Absolutely. Can I just sprinkle these on?
Sure. Yeah, mine is probably, I'd say exercise, but the real one that I've been committed, and I started my year off right, was to see my friends more.
Yeah.
So like last week I got together a bunch of girlfriends.
That's awesome.
We did caviar and cheese. We went crazy. And this was after New Year's. And we all got together, and it was like we all left being like our souls felt like more full.
So nice.
What about you?
Well, I definitely, mine is health. I just need to commit to exercising regularly. It's one thing I just don't do enough of, or I just don't do at all a lot of the time. And I feel like I'm just happier when I'm like hiking or doing something active. So I just need to commit to it.
That's the hardest
And even
one.
just going for a long walk with a friend makes me so happy, and it's just so good, you know? So I'm trying to be more aware of that and schedule that in. And then obviously, like, seeing friends is so important. I mean, I've been so much better last year, just keeping in touch with old friends and seeing more of my friends and saying yes to those nights out, as opposed to being like, oh, I have to stay home. You know, your whole family benefits when you're happy and having fun. Yeah.
Are you? I mean, I'm gonna at least leave tonight being like always focusing. I don't want January to disappear without like really just. I want this to be like the new mantra. Kenya just stole all the currants. So if you're looking for a kid friendly, I would say currants are a good one. All right, we're gonna set up. You can pop over to Instagram if you want to see the final making of it. But these are just cooking in the last few minutes. My kids are starving. I get to go back to school to go to another speaker series tonight.
Oh, good. Who's speaking?
Robert Mooney.
Oh.
He's a neurologist.
I'm gonna look him up. I love knowing like, the latest.
Oh yeah. This is so always trying to like inspire and take in and learn more.
Great.
You guys, do we have a winner?
Holly and Chetta.
Holly and Chetta, congratulations, you won. Oh, we have 2 winners. Wait a minute. Holly and Chetta and
Kat Aron.
Kat Aron. And what were the 2 slices of their pie that they're trying to improve?
To simplify life and self-care.
To simplify life and self-care. I will vote. Yeah, totally. And if you didn't win, you can still get both of her books on Amazon. Thank you so much for making dinner with me.
I adore you. You are amazing.
Thank
you really have changed my life. I mean, I like 3 nights a week. I don't have to think about dinner.
Yeah, so if you guys want a discount, you want to try one potato, CAT30 for 30% off your first box. The code is above. And follow Samantha on Facebook. Bye, guys.
Bye.